Now, Ben Fordham comments.
Boy, oh boy, we've got more bombshells about Brittany Higgins. They're coming out of the inquiry into the aborted trial of Bruce Lehrmann. The embattled Director of Public Prosecutions in the ACT has again found himself on the back foot. His name is Shane Drumgold, and he's been asked to please explain why he tried to block the release of a police report. The report by Detective Superintendent Scott Moller raised concerns about Brittany's allegation against Bruce Lehrmann, an allegation Bruce has consistently denied. In that document, detectives described Brittany as just the start. The police described her as uncooperative she did phone, and when she reluctantly did, there were missing messages. She deleted them. Brittany Higgins had texted a friend and explained what she was up to. She wrote, "I'm clearing out my phone ahead of police." Police also said they could find no record of Brittany Higgins receiving any medical help after the alleged incident. That's despite her telling investigators she'd gone to multiple doctors. Now, all I'm doing here is repeating the police concerns about Brittany Higgins, and in a report, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Shane Drumgold, tried to hide. Now, why didn't he want it out there? Well, he believed it contained irrelevant material. I would have thought that all of it was relevant, especially if it was coming from the police investigating the case. They were worried about the case proceeding. Brittany had refused to hand over her phone, she'd deleted messages, she'd given information to the police that they could not verify. So why did Shane Drumgold seek to suppress it? Well, under questioning, he told the inquiry, "I had some concerns that this would be crushing to the complainant. It was akin to somebody just offering gratuitous, stereotyping assessments of credibility." Hold on a moment. She either refused to hand over the phone or she didn't. She either deleted text messages or she did not. She either went to a doctor or she didn't. This isn't a character assessment or an opinion. It's either fact or it's fiction. Further documents released to the inquiry show a senior detective told Bruce Lehrmann's barrister he thought his client was innocent. In a statement tendered to the inquiry, the barrister Steve Wybrow says the detective requested a catch-up over a coffee in October. Mr. Wybrow claims Detective Inspector Marcus Borman told him, "If the jury comes back with a guilty verdict, I'm resigning." The statement from Bruce Lehrmann's barrister says, and I quote, "I had never had a conversation before with a police officer who had indicated they were going to resign because they had been ordered to prosecute someone they considered was innocent." Apparently Shane Drumgold, the DPP, believed the police were buffheads. That's how he allegedly described them in a conversation with Bruce's barrister. But Shane Drumgold's argument for keeping the report quiet is rightly facing scrutiny. The police had investigated the allegations. They'd interviewed Brittany and Bruce. They found holes in stories. But the DPP didn't want the court to know about it, and based on what we've heard, Shane Drumgold will struggle to keep his job. Now, it should be said, police also had concerns about Bruce Lehrmann's version of events. They didn't think it was plausible that two people went back to the minister's office and had no interaction. And there are questions for the police to answer too. Police included in their report unverified claims that Brittany had been intimate with another man multiple times inside the same office at Parliament House. The other man has told Samantha Maiden at news.com.au it did not happen. He says it was never put to him by police when he was interviewed. But the police included it in their report anyway. It was unproven, untested, and according to the man in question, untrue. So the police have got some lessons to learn here too, but make no mistake, the senior figure in major strife, the DPP. For the record, Bruce Lehrmann pleaded not guilty before the trial was aborted due to jury misconduct. The DPP declined to pursue a second trial due to concerns over Brittany Higgins' mental health, and they dropped the charges.
Multiple this carnival broke same-race multi. Combined runners from the